It's time to meet the starting five for your Detroit Pistons. At the small forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 25, Larry Nance. Starting at the shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 12, Sidney Rodriguez. At the other guard position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 43, LeBron James. At the other forward position, at 7 foot, number 42, Joel Embiid. The big man, 7 feet 1 inches, number 5, Will Chamberlain. Your Detroit Pistons head coach, J.D. Bickerstaff. Make some noise for your Detroit Pistons.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Derrick Rose is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Shays in at the 4-man position. And for Detroit, Joel Embiid is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's James, and it's Chamberlain in at the center position. And Richard, with us in the middle of the season, how important is rest for a player?
Well, your rest is based off of your performance. If your team is playing well, you're able to get more rest. If you struggle, then you're going to have to push it a little bit harder. But I think players should always get ready for an 82-game season.
Now, here is James. And Embiid throws it down.
And LeBron James will outsmart you. He will open up things for other teammates with the pick and roll.
James against Rose. Five on the clock. Sacramento needs to get off the shot. Offensive board. Tries again. And it's blocked by Embiid. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Moncrief. Knocks down the triple.
Such a wizard with the ball. James always finds the open man.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Outside O'Neal. Takes a step back. Rose. Nance pulls down the board.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's McDaniel. 10 points in his last outing. O'Neal passes to Thompson. Sacramento again missing.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising. I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Inside, here's O'Neal, and he dunks it down.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
And Embiid throws it down.
You can't afford to leave anyone open on LeBron James' team because you know what? He has proven he will find them.
Now Rose. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Detroit. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings. Came away with a win.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. In the third spot, the Pistons.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Thompson outside. Off target from three-point range.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
James finds Embiid. Here's Moncrief. Shoots over Thompson. Here's Chamberlain. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Thompson right side. Sacramento passing it around. Screen by O'Neal. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. And Detroit making a change here. Jokic is checked in.
Substitution on the floor.
To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen away. Nance outside. Out to the wing. Pass to Jokic. James deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Deflected. Nance with it. Pass to Chamberlain. And there's James from the arc. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
ABA, the NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same." Brian, back to you.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you. Here's James. The Kings getting their last shot to go. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
You can't help but look toward their defense. And they're totally lost.
Screen by O'Neal. Rose, the pass to O'Neal. It's tipped. Now here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. Pass to James.
2 minutes.
Nance the screen. He shoots it. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
1:51 left in the first. And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Here's Shays. Embiid covers. Mikan passes to Shays. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's West. And it's blocked by Davis.
Oh, look. Block from AD. That's a shocker.
Pass to Hamilton. Goes up on the wing. And it's Mikan with a rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And it's Drexler missing. And here's Detroit. They're on a 20-4 run. And here's Jokic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston. Offensive rebound. The three. That one no good. Kings trail by 16. Shays passes to Thompson. Here's West. Embiid covers. He shoots. Sacramento again missing. And so Jokic will bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Hamilton. Still without a bucket. Now here's Embiid. Fires from way outside. And he can't get that one. The first quarter concludes. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Detroit on top, up by 16. And we'll be back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score. Davis out there with Holmgren. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Hamilton in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Cat from range.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
West misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Jokic. Detroit moving the ball around. Now here's Embiid. Coming off a 12-point game. Snatched up. Throws it down. And the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the game here. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Team foul at the line for Detroit. Davis. Anthony Davis. One shot.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Here's Moncrief. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Hamilton. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. On target from Ray. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
You look at O'Neal, he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Here's Moncrief, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Embiid from behind the arc. Tips it. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's West. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Detroit with a rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Embiid passes to Chamberlain. Here's Moncrief. And he drops it in from the low post. Moncrief's got 5 now.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's West. And here's Thompson for three. The rebound by Embiid.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Hamilton. Back to Jokic. Blocked! And they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Shot by Hamilton, no good. Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And Embiid with the block.
You're not going to have much success going at Embiid like that.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Thompson. Here's Mikan. He's scoreless. Pass to West. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now.
And to put things simply, this has not been his goal.
And we know he can pass the ball, but wow, what a great finisher as well. Jokic delivering when his team needs him.
Now here's Rose. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. To the right side. And another miss by Sacramento.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Moncrief, the pass to James. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one. The Kings shooting just 27% in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's a minute 59 left in the first half. Shades passes to McDaniel. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. McDaniel's got his first 2 points.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Back to James. Now Jokic. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Davis from long range. Rose grabs the board.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
McDaniel, pass to Mikan. James with the ball, picked up by Rose. Oh, there's the alley! Here's Shays, checked by Davis. The shot by Shays, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
There's 49 seconds left in the half. They set the screen. Down low. Here's Mikan. Cashes in the first attempt of the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
36 seconds left in the first half. James against Rose. Nice move. And James finishes it off. James has got 11.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
17 seconds left in the second period. Rose with it. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 5. And there's the drive. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
Detroit basketball. Substitution on the floor.
And so it's Detroit with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kitty?
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Detroit Pistons.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And on the floor for Doug Christie as we get into the second half. Klay Thompson is out there with Derrick Rose, and it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low. Here's Shays. Embiid covers. Shot clock at 6. Rose against James. Up top, Embiid. Pass to Chamberlain. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Embiid. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Embiid's got 9 points.
Love the activity from Embiid, just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive, getting rewarded for it there.
Sacramento calls timeout. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Kings, and so far they own the 9th best record in the conference. Not where they'd like to be.
Well, I think for Sacramento, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Steps back. And it's James with the jam.
And look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Here's McDaniel. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Here's West. And it's all from three-point range.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Here's West to the left side wing. Rose outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on LeBron James.
Oh, wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
The first free throw is good, and we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derek still has a passion for the game.
Pass to Embiid. Here's the pick. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Chamberlain.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Screen by O'Neal. Rose into the lane. Rebounded by the Pistons. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, BA. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you guys.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to West. Shoots from the elbow, and that one drops. West has got 7 points in the game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And here's Embiid. He's got 9. Rebound by Sacramento. Shays has got 4 rebounds in the game. Rose outside. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to James. 3-pointer off the mark. For Sacramento, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Now here's Rose. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. There's the block. James passes to Moncrief. Back to James. There's the screen. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
And so here's Sacramento. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And he lobs it up top. Here's Nance. Here's Moncrief. Drops in the 3. 10 points for him. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
So it's Detroit now, following that last 3-pointer by Sacramento.
2 minutes.
Nance outside. Embiid from outside. Rebound by Sacramento.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We've got a chance to check up on Klay Thompson's status. What do you have, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a report from the Sacramento head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward. Guys?
Thanks for the update there, Allie.
Yeah, with the long road ahead, they'll have to take it one step at a time.
Take a break. Take a break.
Roll.
2 shots.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. And so Rose knocks them both down. 1:29 left in the third. Jokic with it, picked up by Rose. Jokic gets the bucket.
I mean, it is amazing to watch Jokic at his size use the handle to create space for his shot.
Rose against Jokic, and here's Thompson for 3. And another miss by Sacramento.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Pass to Hamilton. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Sacramento has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Rose. Lays it up and banks it in. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Gobert. Outside for Davis. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Rose grabs the board. Thompson outside. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. And a deep 3 from Jokic. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Pistons shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. We've got Davis. Rudy Gobert is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Hamilton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Jokic. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Gobert. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got 4 rebounds now. Now Davis. Shades passes to Drexler. Can't connect from short range.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Pass to Hamilton. Holmgren outside. On the wing, Davis. Here's Hamilton. Takes the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Mikan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jokic against Davis. Here's Drexler. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And so Davis will bring it up for Detroit. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Hamilton. Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. From downtown. Rebound by Sacramento. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Now here's Holmgren. Jokic with it. And he banks in the layup.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Davis can't hit. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And it's Holmgren missing. For Sacramento, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Drexler, that's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Hamilton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pistons, Hamilton. Rip Hamilton. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, one of the ideas that's been thrown around for the All-Star festivities, a one-on-one tournament with $1 million prize on the line, RJ.
That is amazing when you think about that number, but players are making $75, $80 million a season. Ultimately, that's got to come from within, the want to compete against the best on the biggest stage.
The Kings have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Rose finds Thompson. Here's McDaniel, checked by Davis, 6 to shoot. McDaniel, pass to Thompson. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thompson's gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Pass to Jokic. Here's Hamilton. The Pistons need to get one up quick. There's Davis with the 3.
Trying to close out, you got to know who's hot and who's not.
Here's McDaniel, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Thompson left side. Left block shot on the way. The rebound by Detroit. Hamilton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Jokic. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Here's Hamilton. Outside for Davis. Jokic against Rose. Now here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Kings have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Rose, the pass to Shays. Sacramento passing it around. Here's O'Neal. Excellent D there from Davis. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Hamilton, defended by Thompson.
2 minutes remaining.
Rose against Jokic. Over Rose. The three from Holmgren. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shays. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. And it's stolen by Rose. And here's Thompson for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Detroit calls timeout. They're on top by 29.
Get up, get up, get up and start making some noise. Here they come. Yo, Mr. Dancing.
A chance to check out our player of the game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. The Pistons shooting it well, around 55% for the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pistons.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And Davis slams it home.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Rose. And another miss by Sacramento.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
A step-back shot. Outside for Davis. No good on the triple. Thompson against Jokic to the middle. Here's O'Neal. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Nice feed by Thompson. Most of the time, Clay either shoots or passes it. Doesn't really dribble that much.
And here's James. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flaw. All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And it's getting closer. The All-Star voting with just 7 days left. Here's how it's shaping up.
Hey, guys, I think it's fair to say things are finally coming into focus. We're getting a really good idea of who's going to make it.
Oh, you look at Davis. He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Davis. Allen out there with Tony Parker. Then it's Worthy. And it's Stoudemire in a power forward. And for Memphis, Ryan is out there with Frazier. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Hill. And it's Gilmore in at center. It's stolen by Hill. And Hill throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
Free throw good, Davis. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Here's Gilmore. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Bryant's shot is good.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Pass to Davis. Back to Parker. To the inside. The kick out to Worthy. 5 to shoot. Parker passes to Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Davis has got 5.
Yeah, I'd say any time is a good time to give it to AD, but particularly when you're fighting the shot clock. Let him have it and go to work.
Here's Bryant. This is his first free throw of the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
The first one falls.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
And Kobe drops them both. Parker with it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the play becomes so much easier with Parker pulling off moves like they're a true master at handling the rock.
Now here's Frazier. Love outside. Hill sets the screen for Love. Outside for Kobe. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Anthony Davis.
I'm not surprised that his block averages have fallen off the past few seasons. He's at that point of his career where it's tough to meet the physical demands of this game.
Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Worthy feeling it out a bit. Back to Parker. Gilmore grabs the miss.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
Frazier the pass to Love. Shoots a fader. He gets that one.
He's a talented shooter. Love doesn't avoid the mid-range like others might.
Outside Worthy. It's stolen by Frazier. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2, Frazier.
He misses the free throw.
And Frazier's playing philosophy was established back in high school. Aggressive defense and hitting an open man is more productive than taking the wild shot.
And the second free throw, good. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Parker against Frazier. Parker left side. It's tipped. Allen for three. And another miss by Denver.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Pass to Frazier. Tries to keep it alive. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Arenas. Four on the clock. Here's Davis. Out to Stoudemire. Pass to Parker. Outside Worthy. Back to Parker. Arenas. That's a two-pointer. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You got to love the effort from Parker, constantly helping get his teammates involved.
Driving the lane. Down low. Stoudemire. And the slam dunk by Stoudemire.
And for a big man, Stoudemire is an incredible dunker. Glides to the rim effortlessly, and the D really at his mercy.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by one. Outside Hill. Pass to Gilmore. And here's Frazier. Love with the screen on Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Gilmore passes to Sharman. Puts it up. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Parker dishes to Davis. And it's denied.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
And James Worthy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Memphis. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Hill. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Gilmore. Clock at 4. Irving passes to Sharman. That one falls.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Free throw good, Arenas.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hand.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. McGinnis is checked in. And both free throws good for Arenas. Here's Irving. That's a pick by Love. Takes the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got 5.
Love's ability to play off the ball is what makes him such a versatile option at the offensive end.
Outside Worthy. Here's Westbrook. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Hill. Love with the screen on Worthy. Hill kicks to Love. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
The Nuggets trail. Outside Worthy. Davis against Love. Outside Westbrook. Stoudemire, the screen. Westbrook surveying the D. Worthy, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Love with the screen on Arenas. Pass to Love. Fires for 3. And the Grizzlies another 3.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Worthy outside. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by McGinnis. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And it's Hill with the jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Arenas. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
You almost have to come at Stoudemire this hard inside, but he still pushes past the contact.
Outside Irving. Pass to Hill. Here's McGinnis. 5 on the clock. And Davis sends it back. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Grizzlies lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Gilbert Arenas. Robinson is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Parker. And it's Mashburn in at the small forward. Here's Sharman. Cummings with a screen on Arenas. Here's Sharman. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Spins. Parker dishes to Arenas. To the middle. Wants to get it to Rodman and does.
Excellent job working the pick and roll that time. Arenas, a very solid passer when he wants to be.
The Grizzlies with the lead. Stolen by Robinson. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Kobe's checked in for Cummings. And Denver with a change here, too. Allen's checked in. Free throw no good for Parker. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
Arenas is so relentless in attacking the basket. Always puts all kinds of pressure on the defense.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Arenas. And both free throws good for Arenas. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside, Kobe. Back to Frazier. McGinnis with the screen on Parker. Frazier hits the target from 18 feet.
Well, he's effective in that medium range area.
And here are the Nuggets now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Love's checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Davis is checked in. Here's McGinnis. He has yet to score. Here's Kobe. Rebound by Ray Allen. Here's Denver now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Parker drives in. Pass to Arenas. Now Davis. Frazier covering. 6 to shoot. And that one's good by Davis. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Love outside. Here's Sharman. He's covered by Arenas. Frazier outside. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Frazier's got 6.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Parker inside. Frazier covering. Parker's shot is off.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
For 3, Kobe. Denver grabs the miss. Outside, Davis. In the corner, it's Arenas. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And they are top half of the league in terms of defensive field goal percentage. The hopes is that they can continue to improve in that area.
And their turnover ranking stands out to me. It's been a strength for them this entire season. Their ability to take care of the basketball and not beat themselves. Hill, he's checked in for Memphis. And Denver also making a switch. Worthy's checked in for Gilbert Arenas. And And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Now Love. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. And on the way from Irving for three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Irving against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the jump hook.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Irving against Westbrook. Here's Dantley. Still without a basket. High post, Bryant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Grizzlies with another miss. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Allen's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Hill passes to Bryant. Love with the screen on Allen. Kobe dishes to Love. Outside Irving. Puts up a deep three. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Oh my goodness! That was special. You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Let's go.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Stoudemire, he's checked in for Rodman. And Parker subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Hill. That's a pick by Love. Inside, and Love throws it down.
Hey, a big with nice post moves and a reliable outside shot. That's the versatility of Kevin Love, and that total package is coming up big tonight.
Back to Parker. Jacks up a 3. Gilmore grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. The drive by Hill. It's stolen by Davis. Worthy with it. He's picked up by Hill. Allen passes to Stoudemire. Now here's Davis over Gilmore. Gilmore grabs the miss. 54 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Frazier to the paint. Here's Love. Excellent D there from Stoudemire.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Kicks it out to Allen. The Nuggets with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Gilmore. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Frazier, the pass to Love. Denver grabs the miss. Worthy outside, and he hits the jump shot. And the Nuggets lead by 6. And we finish one half of basketball. Nuggets on top as they end the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Denver Nuggets.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star race.
We are really close to it now. One of my favorite events of the year. I just bought a new suit for it.
Yeah, I like the whole week and all the events on the court and off the court is going to be lit. And I bet not be on that waiting list to get into your party, Kenny.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so Hill bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Hill is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Frazier, and there's Bryant, and it's Gilmore in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Hill throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the scuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Worthy with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb. Worthy's got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
Well, I think this team is so much better when Worthy is knocking down threes. It makes them really hard to stop.
Love with the screen on Worthy. Hill passes to Love. The Grizzlies have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
At the line for Memphis, Kevin Love. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, as a big guy who can stretch the floor, Kevin Love has a lot of utility. I mean, guys who can make an impact down low and help you space the floor to free up others, that's a nice addition.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Denver leading by 6. Over in the corner, Allen. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And here's Frazier. He's got 6. Love with the screen on Parker. With the drive. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
What you like about Walt, putting the ball on the floor completely under control, even when he's in attack mode.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
Here is Parker. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Davis. Back to Parker. Clock at 6. Worthy outside. Lets it go from deep. Parker's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Frazier dishes to Hill. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Grant Hill showing you he can get physical when he has to, absorbing that contact, actually seeking it out to draw the foul.
The Grizzlies have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Worthy outside. Parker surveying the floor. Davis setting the pick for Parker. It's Davis on the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. And then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Here's Frazier, and another miss by Memphis. And Worthy has got it here for Denver. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Davis kicks to Allen. Denver passing it around. Pass to Parker. Over Love. The Nuggets with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Hill deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. There's the screen. Here's Frazier. Here's Gilmore. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
If you see yourself on the screen, then you know what to do. Show us the way. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah. Somebody come in that rhythm.
quick review at the numbers for Hill. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Here's Parker. Stoudemire outside. Allen outside. The Nuggets with another miss. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Outside Hill. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. For the tie. Oh, Worthy with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Gilbert Arenas has checked in for Denver. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And they're also in the top half of the league in terms of three-point shooting. You can see this team making strides in that area.
Their assist ranking is worth another mention. They've got some great distributors. It lets them run, Greg, a system where ball movement is key. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Parker with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Stoudemire, the pass to Arenas. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Frazier. Pass to Love. And Davis sends it back.
A ferocious defender. You don't want to try to take those kind of shots with Davis lurking in the background.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Knocked loose. Here's Sharman. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Outside Arenas. Chalk up 2 there. Arenas has got 10 points.
He's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
Pass to Sharman. Love with the screen on Worthy. Bounce pass from Hill. And the dunk by Love.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Worthy outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
For the tie, Gilmore passes to Love. That ties the game. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Parker's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Love the pass to Sharman. Back to Love. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 3-point Memphis lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Stoudemire. Frazier against Parker. Shoots over Frazier. Parker with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Hill with it. 8 points for him. Again, Memphis.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Parker kicks to Davis. To end the drought. Unable to get that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Russell Westbrook out there with Arenas. Then it's Allen. Then it's Rodney. And it's Davis at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Kobe. Here's Sharman. Love with the screen on Westbrook. Sharman, the pass to Love. A three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Allen finds Westbrook. Arenas against Bryant. Arenas passes to Davis. Denver passing it around. Arenas can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the physical nature of Love's game on full display welcomes the contact while going up inside.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Both free throws good from Love.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Pass to Davis. Outside for Arenas. Connects from three-point range.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Sharman, the pass to Dantley. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. Got to stay in his jersey.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Now, the team that will make you scream, your Crawford.
Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Davis. Lets the free fly. And again, Denver with the triple.
The big fella spotting up, and AD more than capable of knocking it down.
Here's Dantley. Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Westbrook. Defense right on him.
Dialing back the clock right there. When Russ is pulling off moves like this, he's unguardable.
The Grizzlies call timeout.
Here they come, man. Your Grizzlies Warriors, make some noise.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Stoudemire, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Worthy comes in for Gilbert Arenas. And Parker subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Memphis leading by 3. Now here's Frazier. The 3 from Bryant. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, that's just a heads-up play. Kobe doing a really good job drawing the foul and still getting the shot off.
Bryant taking 3 shots.
He's off on the first. He's off on the second. He manages to convert the third one.
But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Stoudemire, right side. That's tipped. Now Kobe. Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker. Hill kicks to Frazier. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 6. Worthy outside. Rodman sets the screen for Worthy. Back to Parker. Love check in for McGinnis. And a switcher also for Denver. Davis is checked in for Rodman. And here is Parker. To the inside and stolen by Love. Outside Bryant. Down low. He's looking for Love and finds him. Excellent D there from Stoudemire.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's Frazier with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kobe. Fades away. A rebound by Worthy.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Davis looking for an opening. Allen finds Davis. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Frazier.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Love. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
At the defensive end, Stoudemire has all the tools to shut you down and turn your water off.
Allen, a screen on Hill. Now Davis. Oh, that's blocked. Hill against Allen. Here's Gilmore. He's your right side. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Playing with such brute force on the inside. Gilmore with the size and some pretty good moves, too.
And we got a timeout from David Adelman. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
All right, the first ladies of the forum are ready to take the court. Give it up for your Grizzlies. Let's get loud once again for your Grizzlies dance team.
Parker outside. Can't get it.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Frazier against Parker. On the wing, Bryant. Here's one. Frazier scanning the floor. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. 1 on the clock. Oh, the slam dunk.
Great slam by the 7'2" Gilmore. Once he gets positioning inside as strong as he is, the rest is easy.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
When you talk about two-way impact on a game, AD might be the top guy in the league. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a menace on defense with that length and timing. And offensively, he can carry a team.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both free throws good from Hill. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Now Davis. They swipe it.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Love.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Substitution on the court.
And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Westbrook against Irving. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, Kevin Love.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. They've got Cunningham. Griffin is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kidd in at the 1 spot. And for the Suns, they've got Stephen Curry. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
Here's Petrie, screen by Griffin. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Wade. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans, and that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. Here's Kidd. Griffin, a screen on Curry. Inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, for years, Griffin relied on his explosiveness. Now he relies on his craft. Good move drawing the foul right there.
And he makes a first. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, Blake Griffin has been through a lot in this league, but he always has maintained a terrific attitude and works hard to be whatever his team needs him to be.
Wade, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Petrie. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Kidd. Here's the 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Petrie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
And think about this. That game was really a coin toss. They were fortunate to have survived and picked up the win.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. The Heat have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Petrie. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Kidd. He takes it in, banked it in off the glass.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Wade. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Offensive rebound. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Pass to Petrie. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Now Curry. Now here's O'Neal. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Yeah, good to see Towns being engaged on defense. Just great timing to come up with the rejection.
Pass to Griffin. Here's Kidd. Let's go with a three. O'Neal pulls it in.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
And here's Curry. Puts up a deep three. The offensive rebound. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block. And his reach also helps him out there.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Kidd. He's covered by Curry. The jump hook. And that one's long.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Wade. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
At the line for two, Dwayne Wade.
Shooting two.
First one falls. So both teams changing it up here. Both good from the line that time. Heat trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
That's right, son, man. Time to make some noise for you, son, dancer.
We check the numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Doncic. Blocked! 3-on-3. Here's Malone. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
What you love about KD is the way he thinks the game. Intelligent and experienced. You can count on him to always make the right play.
Now here's Griffin. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. Off the left rim and out.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Deflects the pass. To stop the drought, it's deflected. Durant inside. He's watched by Cunningham. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Jordan's checked in for Phoenix. And Miami also making a switch. Embiid, he's checked in for Griffin. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Doncic passes to Kidd. Back to Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Pass to Wade. Five on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the
Once
first.
again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Now here's Embiid. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work. Guys, back to you.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. He's scoreless. Fires the three. Another miss by Doncic.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Abdul-Jabbar. And down it goes. 2 points.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Phoenix shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Frazier comes in for Stephen Curry.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
One shot.
And that one misses. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Heat making their last shot. And the Suns miss again.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome! Jordan goes in, takes one from 10 feet. That one off the back iron and out.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Here's Embiid. It's good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix out in front, leading by 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Griffin is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Doncic in at the 2.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Young finds Embiid. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the clock.
Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in, and it's getting down to the wire here. Just 7 days left in the All-Star voting. Here's how it looks.
It's all coming together. We've got a pretty good idea of who's going to make it.
You take a look at Curry. He's absolutely in the conversation to be a starter in the All-Star game for the West.
And that West starting 5 is so hard to crack. He's having a fantastic season and is still on the outside looking in.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Frazier. No points yet. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Petrie. 11 points for him last game against Utah.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Racking up the assists is so important to team chemistry.
Durant against Beal. Pass to Embiid. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Durant. Screen by O'Neal. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And Beal with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Beal's gotten his first bucket of the night. Phoenix leading by 4. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Jordan high post. Yet to see a basket. Basket's good. And the Suns lead by 6.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Doncic passes to Petrie. It's Beal on the wing. No good from outside.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pass to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's O'Neal, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Joel Embiid. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
Sit down. Let's see those moves. Look at those moves.
Checked in for Jordan. And Miami with a change here, too. Cunningham's checked in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Embiid. Wade drives in and rejected. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Suns. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. To the inside. Embiid with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Cunningham. And he buries his first look.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Here's Wade. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta. That one goes. Count it.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Durant. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
This game will get even further away from them if they can't protect the ball.
And the Suns making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Miami making a switch here. The Suns lead by 7. Now Curry. He had 16 in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Back to Beal. Pass to Embiid. 4 on the clock. And it's rejected. Down low. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
At the line for your shot, Shaquille O'Neal, shooting one.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Heat trail by 10. Kidd, the pass to Embiid. Embiid, a screen on Jordan. Cunningham outside. Pass to Embiid. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up. Woo!
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Their last encounter in Miami.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. They get it back.
He hasn't hit a single shot yet, but somehow as a team, they're getting it done.
Pulls it. Here's Malone. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Malone's got 6.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Kidd. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Embiid. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And it's time to get down with your mascot. Let's groove.
Towns has checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Griffin in for Beal. Here's Durant. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Wade, guarded by Doncic. Wade misses.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Cunningham outside. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a screen. Curry passes to Abdul-Jabbar, and he jams it home with authority.
And we think of Curry as a shooter first, but they're reminding us how good a passer he is.
Now here's Doncic. He's closely guarded. Towns for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, get ready for some high RPM and amazing stunts from the Pocket Light Arena Entertainment.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Miami Heat.
Well, these guys can't hit the threes. Pretty hard to win like that these days.
Maybe they went to the Dr. O'Neil School of Shooting.
Big talk for somebody who averaged 11.9999, a.k.a. 12 points a game.
That's over a long time of years.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost at All-Star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first All-Star game for a player really memorable. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Phoenix leading by 14. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Towns. Six on the shot clock. Now Cunningham. From outside the arc. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Oh, and Towns with the block. About a minute played here in the second half. Cunningham passes to Griffin. Miami moving it around. The shot by Kidd, no good. And Phoenix shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Curry, that's good.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Petrie. Screen by Griffin. 5 to shoot. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's on the defense right there. Griffin is too good once he gets the positioning he wants.
Outside Durant. And here's Curry for three. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
That's right, son. It's time to get loud and cheer on your Sun Squad. That's right, son. It's time to get loud and cheer on your Sun Squad.
Defense is all about will and desire. Here are the NBA leaders in steals so far. Durant against Cunningham. Pass to Petrie. Shot clock at 6. Spins. Shoots from 14. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's Kidd. Oh, nice D from Curry.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Here's Wade. Second chance effort. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And again, no good by Miami. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Durant, pass to O'Neal. Curry looking it over. It's hauled in by the Heat. Pass to Petrie. Here's Kidd. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Curry. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. O'Neal passes to Durant. That three's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the basket by Towns.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Jacks up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
And Griffin slams it in.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Phoenix leading by 18. Here's Wade. 12 points for him. Pass to Durant. Back to Wade. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Heat trail by 18. Here's Cunningham. Nice D from Durant.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
O'Neal passes to Wade. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Teams will make substitutions. Cunningham up top, guarded by Durant. Now here's Doncic. The D's right on him. Shot clock at 6. Towns a screen on Durant. There's Cunningham with a 3. And again, no good by Miami. The Suns lead by 20.
2 minutes remaining.
Curry passes to Wade. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Doncic outside. Here's Kidd. Pass to Cunningham. The kick out to Griffin. Lets it go from deep. Kidd with the bucket. Kidd's got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings and he finds them.
Here's Kidd. He's got 5. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From downtown, the rebound by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Curry with it. He has 6. Pass to Wade. Over Doncic. Here's Malone. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Here's Wade. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all.
At the line for your Suns, Dwayne Wade. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Phoenix with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth quarter. They've got Joel Embiid. Bradley Beal's out there with Cunningham. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Petrie in at the 2. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
No good on the free throw. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Here's O'Neal, and he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And Doncic has got the ball here for Miami. Miami moving it around. Pass to Petrie. To the paint. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Jordan. Oh, rejected by Beal. Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by O'Neal. From 7. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Yeah, nice move. Beal, so smooth off the bounce.
Inside. Here's O'Neal. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Petrie passes to Doncic. The 3-ball. That shot is off. The Suns lead by 22. Pass to Jordan. Here's Malone. Now here's O'Neal, guarded by Doncic. Fires from 14. O'Neal misses. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Beal, the pass to Doncic. The 3 is up. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the basket is good. O'Neal's got 20 points.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Now here's Embiid. Phoenix grabs the miss. O'Neal's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Malone. And that one is stuffed right through.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Doncic, who poked away. It's a one-on-one situation. Frazier with the bucket. Frazier's got his first 2 points of the night.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Doncic. Here's Frazier. Here's Wade. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Here's Jordan. Miami making their last shot. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And the Heat making a change here. Towns is checked in. Doncic outside. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Wade. Cunningham with some nice D.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Doncic. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Miami, Luka Doncic at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Miami, no good that time either. The Suns lead by 23. Jordan, the pass to Frazier. And here's Jordan. Anthony outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, and Towns with the block. Cunningham outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Kidd. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Now here's Anthony. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jordan finds Anthony. And no good. The dry spell continues. Heat trail by 21. Pass to Kidd. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around, because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Towns looking for an opening. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. From deep, here's Doncic. Some solid defense from Jordan.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
Pass to Towns. Here's Kidd. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Anthony outside. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And on tap tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron James.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Robertson is out there with Kobe. Then there's Yao. Then there's Pippen. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Pau Gasol. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Petrovic. Then there's Bosh. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the 3rd act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Here's Bryant. The shot missing. And the Cavaliers with possession. It's a 3-point game. Leonard kicks to Halliburton. Bosh against Durant. Bosh passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Yao with the block. It's Pippen with the drive, and Bryant wide open. He shoots. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Outside Leonard. Here's Gasol. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Halliburton on the wing. Covered by Robertson. Halliburton, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And Bryant kicks to Robertson. Outside Pippen. Here's the 3, and another assist.
Another dime in his illustrious career. Few have passed it better in NBA history.
Very few. He's almost at the number 5 spot in all-time assists. Halliburton finds Leonard. This one for 3, and that one's good by Petrovic.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Robertson against Halliburton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Now, here's Bryant, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Robertson with the steal. It's Pippen with the drive. Here's Yao. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And how about the big fella being out there in front on the break?
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against Cleveland.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And it's sent back by Robertson. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that.
Irving's checked in for Cleveland. James checked in for the Magic. Here's Halliburton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Bosh, the screen. Here's Petrovic. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Chris Bosh.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 6. They need this. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Robertson outside. Inside. And stolen by Gasol. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Robertson with the steal. And James throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Petrovic, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes your pass-through hot squad. Let me hear you make some noise. Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes your pass-through hot squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
Iverson's checked in for Petrovic. And a change for the Magic. Shaq is checked in for Durant. Now here's Gasol. 12 points his last outing, to the middle. 5. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton. You've got to love to play with this guy.
Pass to Kobe. The fader. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, the Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, this is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team. Back over to you, Kevin.
A young, exciting team. Allie, we thank you very much. Petrovic is checked in for the Cavaliers. Johnson comes in for Halliburton. Orlando also making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Yao. And it's Johnson in for Robertson. And that one misses. Hey, Doris, were you surprised by the success the Cavaliers had last season?
Well, Kev, I certainly expected them to be a terrific basketball team, but that win total was completely striking. But that's the unforgiving part of the business, right? Regular season success doesn't necessarily always translate.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by Cleveland. A nice shot by LeBron.
One of the few men in the league who could probably average a triple-double. LeBron just continues to shine.
Pass to Petrovic. Now Irving. Now here's Bosch. Here's Johnson from the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 9. A step back shot here. And no good. Irving against James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving.
what he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
And that one falls for Irving. Chamberlain's checked in for the Cavaliers. Wallace comes in for Bosch. The Magic also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Kobe. And it's Maravich in for Johnson. Both free throws good for Irving.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Just his first attempt. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
One of the most efficient two-point shooters in the history of the game, Kevin Durant from the mid-range.
Here's Petrovic. Allen defending. From the wing. And no good that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Magic.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So with Gasol on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. You've got Petrovic. Wallace is out there with Irving. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Johnson in at the point. Now here's Johnson. After the miss from KD. Pass to Chamberlain. Clock at 6. Here's Petrovic. Allen defending. Petrovic's shot is off. Orlando leading by 4. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
First one falls for him. And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, longtime record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland. So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Irving surveying the floor. Chamberlain dishes to Irving. Pass to Petrovic. Shoots over Pippen. Petrovic's shot is off. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Magic. Ah, the catch and the flush. O'Neal.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack?
Johnson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Cleveland moving it around. Lets it go. The Cavaliers with another miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now James. Outside Pippen. Takes a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Magic leading by 11. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
To the court, the powerhouse dance team.
Cleveland making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Bryant's checked in. No good on the free throw.
And what doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points his last outing. KD finds James. Here's Kobe. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Here's Shaq. Not stopping O'Neal and close. Wow, what a play.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Here's Petrovic, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Petrovic has got 5 points so far. Pass to KD. Back to LeBron. The three ball. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And here is Gasol. Count it. Gasol's got his first basket of the night.
And there's the vision from Leonard. It's there, and when he uses it, Dime City.
Lobbed up there for KD. Leonard with the steal. Johnson outside. Pass to Petrovic. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Magic. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and he is good to go.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, LeBron James talked winning teams. He said, to be successful, you got to have one, possibly two stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a team effort. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
Keep on dancing. So smooth. Nice try. It's all good.
The Cavaliers, Iverson's checked in for Petrovic, and Halliburton subbed in for Johnson. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Magic. Robertson comes in for Kevin Durant. And here's Halliburton outside Irving. Iverson with the ball, and Gasol with the dunk.
And being Gasol is 7 feet tall, dunking probably comes easily. The D's going to have to do a better job of getting him off his spot.
Adebayo with a screen on Iverson. Kobe passes to Robertson. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. And the Magic lead by 13.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the scores. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
No good from Gasol.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Adebayo with a screen on Leonard. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving kicks to Iverson. Floats one, and the rejection by James. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. No good that time. 3D that time from Leonard.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
And here's Iverson outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Adebayo passes to Pippen. Down low. Robertson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's Iverson. No scoring in this one. Gasol, a screen on Robertson. Halliburton passes to Gasol. And Adebayo sends it back. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by LeBron, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 15-point game.
Good work inside. Leonard getting strong position there for the finish.
Adebayo with a screen for Kobe. Pass to Robertson. Just 3 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Magic lead by 15.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Orlando, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against him. Their defense has been stifling. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Speaking with Jamal Mosley, Coach, I know you told your team before the game, let's be ourselves. Keep doing what we've been doing. So far, so good?
That was it. We've been here for a reason. Like, we've done it all year.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one.
They're playing with fantastic discipline. Very few forced shots. They're moving the ball, creating a ton of good looks.
Moving on to our next top. That is more than enough of a.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? Scottie Pippen, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. They've got Pippen. Bryant is out there with Robertson. And it's Durant. And it's Yao in at the center. Now here's Durant. Picked by Yao. KD passes to Yao. And yes, it's good. Yao's got the first bucket of the third here for the Magic.
Boy, how about the quick decision-making of KD? What a fabulous job he does sifting through the defense and putting the pass on target.
Here's Halliburton. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Petrovic. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Halliburton missing. Magic leading by 17. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Now here's Yao. Defended by Gasol. Gasol against Yao. Basket counts. Yao's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
Gasol dishes to Leonard. Here's Petrovic. Here's Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got 6.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Bryant. 9 points in the game so far. That shot missing.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Halliburton outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Look at the stats for Kevin Durant.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And they pick up 2.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house.
Now here's Gasol. He has 6. Here's Petrovic. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Pippen. From 17 feet out. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Now Halliburton. Over Robertson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The drive by Bryant, and Bryant throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Bosch. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Right side Gasol, just 5 to shoot. Over Yao. No good from Gasol. The Magic have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. To the inside. And Yao gets it to go on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got 5 assists in the game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers. James checked in for Orlando. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Taking a look at Orlando, they're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Cavaliers. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Right now, for the Magic, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
The Magic have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
Cavaliers foul. Julius Irving, second. First team foul.
Outside, James. Robertson a screen on Irving. James, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bosch kicks to Gasol. Pass to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. And here's Bosch for 3. That's Oscar Robertson with the rebound. Robertson's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Robertson's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Irving. Here's Petrovic. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Cleveland.
2 minutes.
At the elbow, it's Gasol. They can use a bucket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
He's so focused as a player. Gasol sticks with his play and just draws the foul on that shot.
2 shots.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Chamberlain's checked in for Bosch. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Shaq's checked in for Yao. Bam Adebayo comes in for Kevin Durant. Ray Allen is checked in for Bryant. And it's Maravich in for Robertson. Good on both.
A truly skillful 7-footer. Pau Gasol doesn't just rely on his size to beat others to buckets and boards. There's a finesse to his game most big men don't possess.
Here's Petrovic. Allen defending. Outside Gasol. Back to Chamberlain. From deep. And that one's good by Petrovic. Petrovic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Orlando's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Allen outside. Rob. Halliburton for 3. And James pulls it down.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Pass to Maravich. From deep, Adebayo. Cavaliers with the rebound. 41 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Chamberlain with the screen on Maravich. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Halliburton just understands how to play in pick and roll. Pretty pass there.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Inside, and stolen by Gasol. Halliburton against Maravich. Halliburton outside. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Irving. From outside, off the mark. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Orlando out in front, delivering the blowout. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Irving is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gasol passes to Johnson. 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. That's good from Gasol. And the assist by Johnson. Gasol's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Cavs. Outside, Adebayo. Outside, James. Allen dishes to O'Neal, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Now here's Johnson. Leonard looking around. The kick out to Irving. Misses the three.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Iverson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Ray Allen picks one up.
Second team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Allen Iverson, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Now here's James. Here's Bryant. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Johnson outside. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pippen with it. Leonard picks him up. And that one's good by LeBron.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out.
Iverson passes to Gasol. Johnson outside. Gasol setting the pick for Johnson. Back to Gasol. Johnson against Bryant. Here's James. No good. Shot missing. 80 that time from Leonard. To the paint. Stolen by O'Neal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bosh is checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Bam Adebayo comes in for Pippen. And it's Johnson in for Kobe. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Allen outside. Clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe. Chris Bosh with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Adebayo with a screen for James. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Bosh, a screen on Johnson. Johnson can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to O'Neal. O'Neal is double. No one near James as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
You've seen late in LeBron's career much more emphasis on that three-point shot, really extending that range.
Now, here is Irving. Leonard, no luck.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Allen. Puts up a deep three. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Johnson. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Here's Keenan. From deep, James. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bosch passes to Petrovic. And it's Keenan with the rebound. Here's James. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him, and he comes up with the deuce. Shaq's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, if LeBron never scored a point, he'd still be valuable to an offense. How good a pass is that?
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Leonard. Now Halliburton. And it's Orlando with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Allen outside. To the right side. Here's Banchero. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. Can you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game?
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Scottie Pippen.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there, just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
35 seconds left in the 4th. Halliburton against Johnson. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Well, the versatility of Halliburton does such a great job generating offense. That time does it for himself.
Outside, Adebayo. O'Neal sets the screen for James. Pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it off the glass.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now, here is Halliburton. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And now we present the player of the game, Scottie Pippen.